Hi friends, how are you? This is Dr. Annette Durbin from the Digital Teacher blog, and today I have a special lesson to share with you. This lesson is using the book All Are Welcome, and it is by Alexandra Penfold and Suzanne Kaufman. And I'm going to be sharing a reading lesson with you. We're going to look at using this piece of children's literature to teach students about reading. And the skill that we're going to focus on today is sequencing. This is an important skill that students will be able to use in reading as well as in writing. I want to make certain that you stay to the very end of the lesson because I have a special free resource that is for you using the same text and sharing over 20 different lesson ideas that you can use to teach reading, writing, and word study. This lesson is for all educators, private school, public school, homeschool, and parents, anyone who reads with children and would like to use a story or children's literature to teach a reading lesson. All right, let's get started. Before I would start this lesson, I do want to make certain that the students know that we're focusing on sequencing and how sequencing can be used in reading and writing. And we also want to identify what sequencing is in our daily life. And that background information will help the students to understand sequencing in this lesson. Okay, as I go through this book, what I will be doing is stopping along the way to model how I would use this as a resource for reading instruction. All Are Welcome. This story is All Are Welcome, written by Alexandra Penfold and Suzanne Kaufman. So first we're going to have the students take a look at the picture. So you would say something like, boys and girls, let's take a look at this picture. What are some things that you notice? And students would share what they notice that's happening in the picture. And then you would say, pencils sharpened in their case, bells are ringing, let's make haste, school's beginning, dreams to chase, all are welcome here. No matter how you start your day, what you wear when you play, or if you come from far away, all are welcome here. And you'll also then ask the students what's happening in the day. And then you'll help them to connect that this is happening at the beginning of the school day and also the beginning of the school year, just as they are experiencing those same things happening at the beginning of the school year or the beginning of the day. In our classroom, safe and sound, fears are lost and hope is found. Raise your hand, we'll go around. All are welcome here. Gather now, let's take part. We'll play music, we'll make art. We'll share stories from the heart. All are welcome here. And here at this point, what you might want to do is to have students think about the schedule that they have during the day. What is the first thing that they do when they come to school? What is the next thing that they do? And to go ahead and use those transition words, first, next, then, because those words are going to be helpful as students actually start writing. Time for lunch. What a spread. A dozen different kinds of bread. Pass it around till everyone's fed. All are welcome here. Open doors, rush outside. We will swing, we will slide. We'll have fun side by side. All are welcome here. And you'll see students can identify that first they had lunch, then they went outside to recess to enjoy their friends. We're part of a community. Our strength is our diversity, a shelter from adversity. All are welcome here. We will learn from each other. Special talents we'll uncover. There's a big world to discover. All are welcome here. So much to learn, so much to do. And when the busy day is through, can't wait to come back, start anew. All are welcome here. Head for home to get some rest and greet tomorrow ready and fresh. Our time together is the best. All are welcome here. So here you'll see that the students have ended the school day. They're at home. The student is even reflecting up on what happened during the school day and is ready to spend some time with their family, and then prepare for the next day. Something that you would discuss with the students and include that in the sequence of events. You have a place here. You have a space here. You are welcome here. And that's the end of the story. All right, so that is an example of how you can use this text, all are welcome, as a resource to teach sequencing in your reading lesson, or you could teach it in a small workshop group, or parents could read it with their children at nighttime and be thinking about what's happening during the day, what's happening in the middle of the day, and what happens at the end of the day, so that you don't hear your child say, we did nothing today. So anyways, that is a great book that you can read to teach sequencing skills. And then this will also be an opportunity to take that learning and bridge it into writing. And one activity that you could do is to have your student write about the day. So they could write a day in the life of their name, right? So a day in the life of Dr. Durbin. And I would write down what is happening at the beginning, the middle, and the end. And this skill is important because it helps students to develop the timeline. That then goes into, when you think about your historical timeline, that could go into social studies. It could go also into steps that you would solve a math problem. The way that you would write a story when you're reading a story. Sequencing is a very important skill that you would use throughout different parts of your life. And this is a great opportunity to use a fun piece of children's literature to teach that specific skill. All right, as I promised you, I do have a free resource with more than 20 different literacy ideas to help you teach your student using the same book. All are welcome. Here is that free resource that I promised you, and I will put the link to download this in the show comments below. This is a literacy resource guide that's focusing on using All Are Welcome children's literature to teach literacy skills. And my goal is to show you different ways that you can use one text to teach reading, writing, and word study skills. Scroll down through this resource. I have a guide on how to use this text for learning. And I have special tips sprinkled throughout to assist you. And here we have some literacy lesson ideas and inspiration, focusing on reading, and then also more reading, and then also some ideas for writing as well. And incorporated into writing, I do have some word study lessons in there. There are also extension lessons and celebrations that you can use with this book, whether this book is a part of one lesson or it's a part of a larger unit that you would do with your students or children. It's a great way to also teach social studies skills and to build your classroom culture as well. I also have 2 different ways that you can use this book as part of a larger unit or celebration, Night at the Museum and Passion Projects, that are great for students to learn about each other. Inside this resource, I also have included an instructional technique called lifting text, and I walk you step by step on how you can use lifting text to create a lesson that you are able to use that provides an opportunity for students to demonstrate their learning. So I have typed the text here for you, and you would simply follow the instructions that are in the lifting text directions so that you can use this as your resource. Finally, when we get down to the end of the 16-page document, you'll see that there are related resources that you could use with the same book. And I would like to encourage you to stay connected with me through my digital teacher blog website, as well as all the different areas that I am on social media. If you're on Facebook, I encourage you to join my community, Engage, Educate, and Excel, where we are a group of online educators, and we focus on supporting each other and learning together on how to support students in our classrooms, wherever they may be, private school, public school, homeschool, or right beside your child. And I hope that you found some value in this resource and are excited to download it and to get started using this story, All Are Welcome, to support your students' learning needs. All right, there you go. So I hope that you are able to find how this resource, All Are Welcome, is a great piece of children's literature to use for teaching reading skills. I have other lessons that I have recorded focusing on word study and writing, find on my YouTube channel, and you can see how you can use this resource to teach to teach other literacy content areas. All right, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to help you. And I hope that you have a fantastic day. Take care. Bye.